And we're back! Alright, so this is attempt number 2 for this battle. See, basically, the mistake I made on the first attempt... green tea tastes good. The mistake I made on the first attempt, I didn't realize that Salome actually does have a... If I could speak, that'd be good. Silent Lake, which obviously would make this fight like 10 times easier. See, I didn't realize he actually had it. So, basically, if you can get that off, like I demonstrated in the previous fight with Sarah, this fight becomes like 10 times easier. So yeah. So if we can manage to get that off, we're pretty much good to go. So let's see if we can do that. Whoa. Nice, Chris. You just tore that guy apart. For some reason, it decided not to do our Unite attack. I don't know why, but there we go. Just do that, and the rest of the fight is pretty academic. Just consisting of just physical attacks, and yeah. Pretty much. There you go. Of course, they can still do their fire attacks, but that's not that bad. Not really. The Azodesses can do their little beam strikes, which don't really hurt that much. And Sarah can pretty much only do physical attacks. I guess they can still do that. I never knew that. Well, that's okay. It's not too bad. But they can't do thunderstorms, so... You're pretty much good to go. I mean, look at that, that's like whatever. And then it silenced us, okay. Because that's gonna do a lot. Thanks. Sorry, Sarah, but you're chanting, it's not gonna do anything. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's just the way it's gonna be. We'll just auto. Why not? Yeah, so these horror beasts, which I'm trying to think, may be the only point in the game where you fight them. I could be wrong about this, but I think that's actually the case. Yeah. They're really not that bad. Their fire attacks can be semi-annoying, but overall, I mean, not really. But basically, if you don't silence them and you get bad RNG and you have Sarah use her summoning spell, and one of the Azodesses using their thunderstorm spell on the same turn, you're dead. Like automatically. There's really no way around it. So, full defense. Oh, just nailed it right in the back of the mace. Salome, you violent SOB. What's the matter with you, boy? You can't treat your women's that way. That's some good green tea. And it feels really cold, which is nice. I haven't had green tea in a while because the last few months I've been kind of switching to lemon iced tea. So now we're back on green tea. So it's good times. Yeah, problem, even though Sarah is a mage, she has like ridiculously high evasion. So a lot of your attacks are gonna end up missing. But that's just the way it is. You just gotta deal with it, my friend. Although there is a way around it. We're getting low HP, but that's okay. I'm not too worried. I guess because Magic Resolve, we actually can't use Phoenix, which is really kind of weird. You should be able to, like, having Magic Resolve shouldn't prevent that, but for some reason it does. I don't know why. Just finish the Azodess. Get rid of it. Just whack it with your mace. There you go, Salome. You know how to get it done. Yeah, okay. That's great. It berserked me. Or was I already berserked? I'm not really sure. Oh! Can't really defend against that. So that's good times. Oh! Whacked her right in the head with an axe. It's pretty awesome. You're chanting. Why are you chanting? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Finish the job. Boom! Why are you cat? It must have worn off. It must have worn off, like randomly. Well, I wish I would have known that. Well, I can't really do it again, but still. Of course, we're still silenced, so that's freaking annoying. I can't really do anything about this, so I just gotta hope that we can finish the job. Or we're in deep shit. There we go. Okay. Jeez, I didn't think it would wear off so soon, but it did. So that was pretty annoying. Those other characters really could have used those levels, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, the game's almost over, so not a big deal. You get a flowing rune, which makes sense. This is as it should be. Is it? Is it really? Sorry, Sarah, you lose. Fight is actually harder than I remember it. Please forgive me, Master Luke. I am not strong enough. Get out of the way. I am reclaiming the True Water Rune. No, I won't. I'll give my life to keep it here. Well, that settles that. You mustn't be so willing to die. That's the thing about JRPGs. Everybody's just so willing to die. It's like, come on. And we get the True Water Rune back. Good stuff. Oh. What are Sasori and Thomas up to? They're just hanging out? Yeah, I don't think you actually have to control this group. If memory serves. We must be lucky today. No one seems to be guarding the rune. Well, who's left besides, like, Albert? So it seems. And Albert doesn't really fight. He's like their strategist, so... So yeah. Are you sure no one's here? Do you doubt me? Look, someone is there! Oh yeah? You're just trying to scare me. It's not funny, you know. Dios! What? What is it? Also, I think Thomas and Cecile wouldn't be there if you actually used them with the battles against Hubert and Sarah. Well then, we should be starting out too, Hugo. Well, yeah. I mean, what are we doing just standing around here? We? You got a turd in your pocket, Caesar? Yep, I'm coming too. You never know what you'll encounter, and... And? Oh, just get on with choosing your party members. Uh-huh. Well, you know, I already had my party set. Why do you keep making me change it? You know what party members I'm using, so just, you know, calm down. You know, you don't gotta be that way. Do. So just use the party that, you know, you... Use whatever party. Well, I'm gonna stick with the party that I've been using, like, throughout the game, really. Where the hell did you go, Halleck? I always have a hard time finding Halleck for some reason. I don't know why. He's always like hidden somewhere. You know? I don't understand what that's all about. But it always seems to happen. Alright, Emily. Get in here. We've got work to do. I think we may have already used Elliot, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. So we'll just use Tuda since he's got healing, so we won't have to worry about healing. And of course Caesar will join us for now. Alright, we're set to go. I'm leaving you in charge, Apple. Sure, I know you won't listen, but please don't overdo things. I'm hoping to deal with some unresolved issues from the past. I think he knows what's gonna happen. Hugo, please be careful. You are the one who holds the key to this war. Pretty much. Of course, I know. I really do. Alright, so we're set. I guess we'll make one more trip back to see if that golden hammer has spawned yet. I'm gonna keep trying to do this so that hopefully I'll be able to get it before this game ends, because this game is about to end, to be quite honest, you know? There really isn't much left. And by the way, if you're wondering, you will actually get a chance to switch your party members before the final boss, so don't worry about that. Because for the final boss, I do usually use Hugo, Chris, and Godot. I don't know, it just seems right, you know? It just seems like the right thing to do. Plus, they are three of the best characters in the game, so I don't really see much reason not to. You know what I'm talking about? So we'll check Ixay one more time. Probably check it again before the final boss, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Come on. Come on. Make it appear. I don't see why this is so difficult this time. I swear if I wasn't recording, it would have appeared a long time ago. Easily. Like it normally does. But since I'm recording, nope. Thank you! Oh man, I've never seen it that hard to appear. Shoutouts to bad RNG. Sheesh. Finally, we got it. Now we can upgrade our weapons to max. Which, a lot of the characters, that doesn't really improve your weapon by that much, but, you know. Every little bit counts. Now we can go give this to Peggy. We can upgrade our weapons to max. It'll be a good thing. I just can't believe how long that took to get it to appear. I've never even had close to this much trouble. Ah, bad RNG for the loss. Jeez. I'm telling you. If you ever played through this game, let me know if you've ever had this much difficulty getting the golden hammer to show up, because I never have. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. A new hammer, excellent! I can modify this to level 16. Hell yeah, you can. Look at that, like that. His like max level, it's only up by 9, so it's definitely not worth spending 60,000 potch, but we will anyway. Because can. And Sergeant Joe 12, that's a little better. Not by much. Halleck is 16. It's not bad. Moo is 9. Meh. And Emily's is 6. Whatever. Probably saved the rest of the money for being able to upgrade Chris and Godot. Because I do plan on using the 3 of them. Hugo, Chris, Godot, and then probably like Fubar and Sergeant Joe. Well, more than likely, that's probably how it'll be. As my final party. Since I've already built them up, and they're definitely probably some of the best characters you could really use. So I would certainly recommend, actually, what I want to do. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the Flowing Rune on Sergeant Joe. It'll give him better magical capabilities. I'm going to do that real quick. I mean, I might as well since I actually have it in my inventory. So why not? It'll make it easier for him to use Kindness Rune, which will obviously be extremely helpful. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong person. Wrong person. Get rid of the Water Rune. Don't move a muscle. And we'll put on the Flowing Rune. There you go, Joe. Good times. Okay, what else did I have? Double Strike. I'm actually going to give this to Mua. Since he does have a lot of defense, so... It makes a lot of sense to give it to a high defensed character, you know? So it'll kind of increase their strength, but... You know, the damage they get won't be as bad either way. So, basically, yeah. I definitely recommend putting that on a character like Mua or Nicholas. It's a good thing. Alright, Vicky. I say we go get the True Fire Rune back. What do you say? Stop screwing around here. Let's do this thing. It's gonna be crazy. Bum bum bum. I'm just glad we finally got that freaking golden hammer to appear. I don't know what was going on with that. That was crazy. Like I said, I've never had that much trouble getting it to appear at the shop. I don't know, man. The RNG was not in our favor, obviously. Okay. We'll go ahead and save. In case I screwed this up. I mean, you saw what happened with the battle with Sarah, so... It can be easy to screw these fights up. But that was completely my fault, because... I didn't realize Salome had a... You know, Silent Lake. No, that's a True Lightning Rune. Here's where we want to go. So let's be off. Uh-oh. Yeah, for this party's group, you just need... To get the scene, you just need Hugo, Fubar, and Sergeant Joan. Anybody else, it don't really matter. Quah! I hope the people heading for the other platforms are okay. We can't fail. It's our last chance. I guess whoever you have will have just some random dialogue. It's time I put an end to this, once and for all. For Lulu. Okay. So again, it's a very extremely straightforward path. So no reason to get lost. Bum, 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 bum. Again, it looks like something epic would happen there, but nope. No such luck. It's just there. Wow, not getting much as far as random battles. There we go. I was gonna say, what the hell's going on? I don't know, man. Ghost Armor, Aciduses, Rock Golems. Nothing new, just the same old swag. Oh yeah, that level 16 weapon at work there. Just punching a freaking Rock Golem. Can you imagine just like punching a big rock? Somehow actually doing damage to it? Emily's tough. You gotta give it to her, she is tough. Wow, they're like too close to each other. I think it's pretty safe to say the rock golems are just too big for their own good. There's like not room for all the enemies here. Those rock golems are just taking up too much space. I'm surprised this game just doesn't start lagging all over the place because of that. Boom! Full defense, and then a 2 times damage, which completely rendered the full defense irrelevant. You gotta love when that happens. Look at that, damn, and that's to a rock golem, so that's pretty amazing. That kind of physical damage. Boom, because there is no enemy that has more physical defense than the golems, so it's pretty amazing. You just punched Fubar in the butt. Did you see that? What the hell's the matter with you, you perv? Jeez. Come on, Fubar. Let's get some payback. That was a right cross to the nads. If the ghost armor indeed do have nads, which I don't think they do, but that's beside the point. And because we have the best healer on support, we shouldn't have to really worry about healing, right? Yeah, we're pretty much good to go. Because we did actually take a fair amount of damage in that battle. But because of Tuda, we don't really have to worry about healing much at all, if ever. You may actually get there with by only getting into like 1 or 2 fights. If you notice, there actually is a save point here, which is interesting. There should have been save points at the other 2 fights, especially the second one, because I had to go all the way back there and have to go through the cutscenes, and this game does not have like a cutscene skip, what the hell?